นะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะ Pray homage to Lord Buddha, Dhamma Sangha. Respect to all monks from another country. Blessing to all distinguished delegates. We have all seen this background paper and may have a few questions such as: what is the meaning of peace in religious terms? What is the relation between peace and religion? And how does peace according to religion or Dhamma happen? We are here today because we hope that religion can help us avoid conflict, to bring peace to the global community. My talk will focus on Buddhism, a religion that is all about peace. And here is the confirmation. On the screen, you see the Avoidance Lord Buddha, a teaching for his disciple. The charter of all Buddhist teaching, there are three parts. One, ideology, two, principles, and three rules of practice. In worldly terms, there are strategy, tactic, and operation. The military process or the governing policy. We need all three of them in managing the current global society. Let me focus on the heart of Buddhism, a universal religion with these three principles. One, abstain from all evil. Two, purify one's make to the merit. And three, purify one's mind. The first two are peace in worldly terms, relying on Dhamma, so we call them Santi Dhamma, or Dhamma peace, which leads to happiness and peace. We have these three words: Dhamma peace, happiness, and peace. Dhamma peace consists of Sila or moral precept and Dhamma. Sila is the instruction, Dhamma is the teaching. Together, they create people who will be good for society. The aim is to build up virtuous human beings and return them to the world. How does a person with virtue conduct his life? You can see this two cycles of life. We are looking at the two cycles of life showing 10 wholesome causes of action. Bali say Kusala Kamatana 10. And 10 unwholesome causes of action or Akusala Kamapata 10. Both cycles rely on the first and second principles, that is Sila and Dhamma, for life development or to cultivate human being to be noble. We call them the cycle of life leading to either good or evil. They are 10 each opposite to each other. An interesting principle we should study is that of the mental action, because it can lead to all kinds, to result, merit or evil, joy or sorrow, success or disaster, depending on action of the mind. How do we keep human greed within limit, not rising to such a degree that will lead to intense rivalry and destruction? In other words, we must keep people from becoming so greedy that they covet other people's possession. Here is the crucial part whether or not we can have peace in this world depends on this matter of greed. Yes, people should be allowed to have some degree of greed, but it must stay within the moral framework, not lead to vengefulness and harm. Next, we have to instill the right view or Samma Ditti in their mental actions. This right view brings us to Arayawongso, the eighth Dhamma in Buddhism, on the creation of mindfulness and wisdom in humanity. Buddhist teaching emphasize the development of individuals for relationship with society. How do we make mindfulness and wisdom arise among the people and lead them to have the right view? Buddhist process of learning gathers all knowledge of the Four Noble Truths: suffering, origin, cessation, and path, with the right view being one component of the Eightfold Noble Path. Only in Buddhism that we find the following eight Dhamma: right view or Samadhi, right thoughts, Samma Sankappa, right speech, Samma Vaca, right action, Samma Kammanta, right livelihood, Samma Achiva, right effort, Samma Vayama, right mindfulness, Samma Sati, and Samma Samadhi, right concentration. This noble path of conduct and practice is known as the middle path, Majjhima Patipada, Bali say, leading toward liberation from all sufferings through peace in religious term in the complex extinction of suffering from the minds of humanity. The quenching of greed, anger, and delusion from human mind is through peace in the meaning of Dhamma. Peace in the worldly sense means restraining people within the moral boundary. We must teach them to have mindfulness and wisdom, to understand the truth, to know what is proper and correct according to Dhamma. A model that will bring peace to the world. We must be ensured of humanitarianism, which is the same as the morality principle. Only when human beings are moral can we design a society that is peaceful, and when human beings are well prepared and ready. The designing of peaceful society must be done by Buddhist or Hindu or another religion Dhamma principle, which I am now presenting to you. We can call it the house of peace. A house of peace is the meaning of Buddhist or religious principle. Puts the focus on the components of a house with the following four Dhamma principles: 1. Morality or Sila, 2. Truthfulness or Satya, and 3. Gratitude or Katanyu, and 4. Unity or Samakhi. 1. A life with unity means to be united in body and spirit, and also in the mind, telling body, spirit, and mind to be settled in the tenfold wholesome causes of action. Is the fundamental practice of Buddhist followers, leading to being a good person. Pali say Sapurisa, a good person with unity of body, spirit, and mind. We also have unity in this thoughts, action, word, do good deeds, and practice Dhamma together with other people in society. When everyone in a society observes the same morality and share the same view, Samakhi Dhamma, will arise in that society. When beautiful house rise up orderly, that community will be a joy to look at. When people are united with the power of Samadhi Dhamma, that society will be greatly empowered. One single piece of rock can be easily torn, but if we combine several of them into one large rock, even an elephant cannot pull it apart. In building a house for our life, the house of Dhamma peace to live with others is a society. What we must always be on the watch in this unity, which will prove to be a disaster both for individual and society. People who observe unity should be constantly alert, as in this following story of bamboo trees. At one time, a group of bamboo learned about the coming danger and held a meeting to find way of preventing them. After much discussion, they finally agreed that there is no danger more serious than human beings to destroy bamboo. However, human being needs a weapon, and one of the most harmful is a hook knife with a bamboo handle. So the bamboo had an idea that what they must guard against is not human being, but bamboos that are willing to become handle for the knife. Without that, the knife is harmless. Conclusion. From the case study in the fundamental of religions, we see that whether it is Buddhism, Hinduism, or any other religion, if it has the above Dhamma characteristic I have talked about even at the basic level, relying on moral Dhamma, it can be used in the development of life and society to truly attain happiness and peace. The only thing is that every Dhamma teacher, whatever religion he is preaching, he must do it earnestly, aiming at the benefit of cultivating human spirit to realize humanitarianism, not hoping for any other reason. Most importantly, there must be an interreligious cooperation to lead global community to happiness and peace with the Dhamma power of each religion. In the general model and format, the teaching may vary, but there is no difference at all in the common goal of bringing all humanity toward the peace with happiness. In the time King Asoka, the great prophet himself a Buddhist with faith and confidence in Buddhism, Dhamma teaching were integrated into his policy of governance, which relied on the principle of ruling with Dhamma. He issued a royal command for people to adopt the 38 highest blessing from Makala Sutta. That was well expounded by the Lord Buddha to be used in the administration and management of life development toward sustainable happiness and peace. There are 4 states in the sutta on the screen: first state, second state, third state, fourth state. How can we be so certain that this Dhamma will create the true peace and happiness for the world? We can look back and study the history during the era of King Asoka, who changed his governing policy from Sankham Vichaya to Dhamma Vichaya, and brought Dhamma to be the governing principle known as policy of governance by righteousness. Countries with Buddhist influence also adopt the policy of governing by Dhamma. There was evidence of the expansion of that policy throughout Asia around the second and third Buddhist century. This principle consists of personal Dhamma, policy of
very sorry, most venerable, because the time is up. So your presentation is already 5 minutes over.
Okay.
So please cut short and come to conclusion. Thank you.
Okay. And process of disseminating Dhamma for the public to study and practice. People in that area enjoy equality, liberty, and fraternity. Now, you can understand Dhamma teach from Buddhist show the how peace for mankind, and I think in the next time relationship from Hindu, Buddhist, and other religions can reveal peace, how a peace for mankind, for the world. I offer this Dhamma concept to all delegates. I hope that it will lead to future debates on the question that is now heavy on our mind. How can religious interaction, Hinduism, Buddhism, and other religions lead to global peace? My blessing to all of you.
The presentation